Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition. When we left off, we were going to go to the ball to see what was going on with all that business. The assassination attempt. But first, let's get these out of the way. Investigate Lord Enzo of Entevia. Sister Liliana. Our agents entered Lord Enzo's home where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to Red Lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poor, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hercynia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Mason. Liliana has written a note below. Have our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not turn cold. Liliana. An offer for the Crows and Masterworks imbued staff grift. Okay.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
So Ruth was cited in a number of communities at the borders of our influence and apparently inspired a number of recruits to our cause. She then disappeared north near suspected Venatori holdouts. We have not had confirmation of her survival. Cullen. Well, she was going to do it anyway, so... But we got 100 influence and a griffin plate. Hard in Hightown, trouble in Skyhold. Nightingale, 2 points. That book is abysmal and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire too. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in the Merchants Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Okay. So we had some more things we could do here. Let's go here first, though. Missing blades of the Velocas. Adar, I know you're busy telling the hairy eyes what to do. Humans need a lot of direction. That's fine. We have a problem. Caris took a squad out on a simple caravan escort and hasn't reported back. We sent Assad and Assad to look for him, and they never reported back. I hope you can find them. We're running out of Assads. And we only had one Caris, even if he is annoying. His squad's alright, though. I'd really like them back. Okay? Agents can track the lost mercenary squad wherever they went. Okay. College of Magi. That could be anybody. An offer of help on their terms. Letter in dark vellum with obvious dwarven markings. A hole in the surfacer's precious sky. Not our concern, but the thing that did it. If this magister shit really brought the blight and the darkspawn, we're no friend of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemy sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. It's your only warning. Letter ends with a mapped facade system and a number of troops that can pass. No, I don't. Does it say no more, no less? I'm gonna do that.
Let's see what we have.
Do what they say, no more, no less. I'll send soldiers for this one.
To work?
And College of Magi. Situation is unfolding in the Navaran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which, until the outbreak of the Raging Rebellion, was the philosophical heart of the circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become the home to a number of major refugees. This has drawn the ire of the local citizen, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Duke Sandrol and Axis doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect the Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defenses are breached.
At your service.
Ooh, this is a long one. 6 hours, 23 minutes. Okay. Let's find the source of the Darkspawn here. Scatter reports of Darkspawn in the area. I'm not going to do this right away, but I am going to unlock it. It's been difficult to track down their point of origin. They're less hampered by the sulfur pits than we are, and our guess is that they are coming from somewhere in the far side. Our troops can bridge the pits, which should lead us to cross safely and find location of the Darkspawn, but we will need significant resources to ensure the safety of the men while construction is underway. Building a bridge in that blasted area will be ugly work, but I could deploy enough troops to ensure it's done safely. Colin, thanks to your reinforcements, you set the construction of the bridge safely. We constructed the bridge safely with minimal losses and fortified it in the event that Darkspawn tried to use it themselves. Darkspawn are coming from ruins that appear to be Devinter. Per your orders, I am restricting the troops to scouting and guard patrols until the ruins can be investigated. Okay. So I could go to the western approach and take care of that. Is this the western approach too? Beyond the spies have discovered orders from the Venatori's high-ranking commanders. A large number of mages traveling westward to excavate something of a great value to our cause. The investigators must find whatever the enemies are searching for. The region is vast, but Liliana is ready to put her network to use in tracking down Corypheus' minions. Venatori are sending some of their best scholars into the wilderness. Let us discover precisely where they're heading. Venatori are camped in a place known as the Hissing Wastes. They're working their slaves to death, digging old buildings out from the sand. The Inquisition should step in quickly, because if it doesn't, I'm going to bash the Venatori's heads in, and you'll need a new scout. Lead Scout Harding. Now, this is a new place called the Hissing Wastes. Okay. Well, enough dilly-dallying around. Let's do Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halamashera, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it a perfect place and time for Corypheus' assassins to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend and keep him from destroying Orlais if we hurry. Recommended levels 12 to 15. Well, I'm like 17, so.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Riala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
I see.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Shiral into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's.
Yeah.
A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Celine's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside. But it must be a few at a time to avoid attention.
Understood. Just give the word. We'll begin.
Gaston is stalking the Empress. Celine's death. Well, we already read this. Alright, 30 power. Let's do it. I'm gonna take Sarah with me. I'm gonna take Iron Bull because as suggested he was a professional spy, and I'm gonna take Cole because the whole spirit thing. Even more human, he should probably not be seen. Yeah. Don't have a magic user, though. But that's okay. I hope. If not, I saved right before this, so what are you going to do?
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies, or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Oh, I look nice.
Inquisitor Adar, it is my great pleasure to meet you. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Exactly what would be required to get that Imperial support?
I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. My lady, are you prepared to shock the court by walking into the Grand Ball with a hateful usurper. They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
I can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us in their entire lives.
You're a woman after my own heart, my lady. As a friend, perhaps there is a matter you could undertake this evening. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
An ox? Impossible.
That's not the Inquisitor. It's just somebody's pet.
Harsh. Clear approval. Our legions consider Kunari a little better than ogres. You'll have to work extremely hard to win them over. Okay. Alright, so I was told that I have to be prompt.
Where has that servant gone?
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Especially Sarah. Maybe tell her twice.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Now I'm nervous. Even more so. My friend told me that this is very tricky. Somebody called me a pet. I don't like that.
Is that the Inquisitor?
It cannot be. Surely not.
Need to have this jacket let out a little.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lady Inquisitor Adar.
Oosh. I like.
Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground,
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, the Iron Bull, leader of the famed mercenary company Bull's Chargers, as the name might imply. Her ladyship, my book.
Cousin, my dear sister,
Grand Duke.
I hope I didn't do
We
that too
are
quickly.
always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor.
Lady Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
An assassin is here.
I am delighted to be here, Your Majesty. We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have no words to suffice. Halam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, Yvette, how are Mama and Papa? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything?
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this her?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montigny.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them.
Where did you hear such nonsense?
Everyone in Antiva says so. Is it true?
Those stories are little more than wistful thinking, my lady.
Oh, how dull Redcliffe must have been then.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh yes, as she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
That's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors. You should be proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor skills.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of them.
The dancing is so dull, Your Worship. But the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Arroyo must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
I didn't get any points for that.
Can you believe the Inquisition fill its ranks with apostates?
You just know that will end badly.
Are you happy to see me at all, Josie?
It may not have
doing in the Western
Oh, sir.
I had hoped to tour the Royal
Crotch
Wing
ruff.
Gardens again.
Beats his squire.
I have heard they are
He's
the
a sheep.
finest in the
As a
Empire.
bastard.
Such a
Extra
pity the
toes.
wings.
What a fun, close marrying crowd.
Think I can get you to dance with me later?
Me on their precious tiles. That's a good one. Besides, I don't. That's not me, yeah? Couldn't be me.
Damn it.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
I want to save something really quick. Because I'm not sure how she'll react to me asking her how she's fitting in.
Is this it? Just looking at each other and what? I'm waiting for the party to start.
Making any new friends?
Not likely. I'm watching them watch you. They're all glances and titters. Not sure if they're allowed to like you yet. Pathetic.
Any thoughts on who we're investigating?
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink and kill stuff with Gaspard. Briala is friggin' funny. Elves, elves, elves. But it's really a pissing match with an old lover. Don't know the rest, but that explains a lot. They're all lying, but Celine's nice to look at. Good thing we're here to save her neck.
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Her Jenny stashes, huh?
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace?
Oops.
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspard's capital.
Defiled.
Are all the nonsense here? Meg, I have an idea, Josephine. You should invite all the family to Skyfall for the summer.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us.
I heard Celine was having the
Inquisitor,
entire wing.
did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
Why would she do such a thing now?
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not yet. It would be easier if people would stop talking to me. Other people. Not you.
Do you have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Let's see if those registers.
Are you married, Commander?
It's
married
been
to
too
my
long since I've had any word from Valois.
Inquisitor? Have you heard from me?
Not since his regiment joined the fight.
Is that her?
The only one
must dance with me, Commander. We cannot stand about all evening.
I still remember the day they came to tell me that my second
Good. I was hoping it would catch you. What did the Duke say? He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
That sounds exactly like the person we're looking for.
But she's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Okay. Let's continue looking around.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Leave us. Leave us.
How do I listen to him? Okay. Oh, there's Bull.
You got anything that needs killing? Because the nobles keep messing with me and they think I don't know they're doing it. If this keeps up, I'm gonna wear somebody's skull as my fancy little mask.
Look at this with the eyes of a Ben Hasrath and tell me what you see.
It's a mess. Everyone's trying so hard to hide that they're walking around in plumage. Makes it tough to spot the dangerous lies, as opposed to the normal stuff. Oh, but that couple over there with the silver masks. The woman's doing one of the nobles, and the guy's doing two different servants.
What do you think of the masks the nobles are wearing?
They're no good at disguises, and they don't cover the mouth or hide body language, so they're not much help for lying. As fashion goes, I don't know. I've seen dumber.
Anything catching your eye?
They've got these candied nuts with some kind of spice on them. It's sweet until you swallow, and then, bam, hot. Also, Orlais has some fine-looking redheads. I go more for the servants personally. Less makeup. Nothing on the assassins, though.
Talk to you later, Bull.
I'll just stay here and eat.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
Interesting.
I don't like that Great King. Nobody should own as many hunting dogs as he does.
Maker,
If I have to clean up another puddle. Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? He's bold.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about? There must be something here.
Well, well.
One of Red Jenny's stashes.
What's this?
I am not talking to you until we get home. Right by me.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this filly, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. The night of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the council. Wonderful timing, Philippe.
Court approval. You just gain court approval, which is usually a result of finesse, entertaining people, or keeping up appearances. The higher court approval is, the better.
Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Wait, got some scandalous secrets.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
What's this red stuff?
Interesting.
She keeps saying that, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
My lady! My lady Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important. The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in her holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
That's a generous offer.
The Empress believes wholeheartedly that the Inquisition is our best hope for peace in these difficult times.
She looks forward to cementing a formal alliance.
As soon as Gaspard is out of the way.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
I get any points there? No. Alright, the stuff to do here. Escape Burrow's agents, explore the Grand Library. Red Jenny stash. Where am I looking?
get back before I'm missed.
Okay.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Is it true the Inquisitor was lead out of the faith I entrusted? It's been too long since I've had any word from Valoyau.
There's some kind of statues for that.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Alright, let's climb this really quick and see what we get up here. Lady M, I need you at my side tonight. The unpleasantries in the royal ring have convinced me that there is no safety within the palace. I do not expect my cousin to employ magic, but I would hardly be surprised if he provoked another infestation. Since my court enchanter is not here to assist me, I must rely entirely upon you. There is no one else I can trust, Celine. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valoyau.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
He should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Waste of time.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Do this again.
Waste of time.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay, so I got something scandalous. Where can I... Oh, here.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
Okay. Not entirely sure what I'm doing. I gained some more points somehow. Must be when I was talking to the uncle.
I heard the Inquisition was here.
Where's the servant key? Search the rooms in the upper guest wing. Hmm? Ah, here we are.
Interesting. Well, that's useful.
Guessing the more scandalous things I have, the better. Can I talk to you? You sure you don't want to dance?
Is this it? Just looking at each other and what? I'm waiting for the party to start.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Well, maybe she'll still dance with me.
I heard the Inquisition was here.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valoyou.
There was someone I could talk to over here.
Where has that servant gone?
Oh, here's Liliana.
Grabbed my bottom.
Lady Cambion slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster. There's a Devinter assassin on the loose and you're concerned about buckles on shoes. Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth.
Yeah.
But Lady Cambion's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambion acquire such a grand shoe, hmm? What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no? You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps. This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk,
It is a dance, and like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Olay. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Another time, perhaps?
Maybe I don't have enough appeal to talk to her. This is all very interesting. Hello.
How long can Orzammar hold out with trade disrupted?
We have reserves of food supplies to last a few months, but the king wants trade resumed before panic starts.
Royal Wing Key.
How has the lyrium trade dropped off so sharply?
My contact said there's a new supplier, but we can't track down who it might be.
I almost feel like I need a guide for this. That leads outside. Need to find more dirt. Search the rooms of the upper guest wing.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of
Should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Why does this circle keep appearing?
Boring.
This is a private conversation.
Okay. Need statuettes. Scandalous bribe. More scandal. Ah, Now these are unlocked. Hey, Cole.
The faces talk even when they aren't moving. Silk on satin on skin, always wanting, chaste but chaste. Too many.
Are you all right, Cole? You seem distracted. More than usual.
They have faces inside their faces. Lying with a layer that tells the truth. I don't know how to help them.
Have you observed anything happening yet?
A woman tripped on purpose. The man who caught her left the room. They didn't want my help.
What are you doing, Cole?
A fallen fan can cut like a kiss. Hot breath from the wrong boy on the naked nape of the neck. I helped until they made me stop. Now they've all forgotten.
Stay out of trouble, Cole.
Socks get wet when the tide rises.
Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, hello. There's a statue. More scandal.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heroes.
Not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do from here.
Inquisitor Adar, how delightful. I am Lady Marcelette, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the court. I maintain our library and record all official proceedings.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh yes, this is a momentous occasion. The first meeting between the Grand Duke and Her Majesty since the war began. Even if, maker forbid, the talks should fail, it is an important moment in the history of the Empire.
Good evening, Lady Marcelette.
Another time, perhaps.
This seems to imply that there's something here.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Alright. What am I supposed to do now? I need some kind of clue.
I heard the Inquisition was here.
Quickly! We can't leave the Delancers this long without drinks.
Alright. Well, I'm not sure what to do anymore, so I'm going to turn in these scandalous details to our spy master and call it quits.
Maximilian swept me off my feet. Such scandal.
So many crimes of fashion.
My age.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
They'll never live this down.
Alright. So it does increase court approval. Alright. So, any suggestions?
Third cousin of Duke Gratien of Arlezon.
Oh. Someone's coming in.
Inquisitor?
Maker, I hope not.
The Dowager is upset about the soup.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all.
Sire Honorine Chastain, Chevalier of the Empire, champion of the Grand Tourney of Tantervale, bearer of the Viridian Signet of Bravery and the Golden Star of Orlais, and patroness of the great artisan Baldassare of Antiva City.
Cool. So yeah, if I could get some recommendations as to what I should do next, I'd really appreciate it. For now, let's save. Game cannot save currently. Why not? I could save in here. I guess now that I've started everything, I can't save it.
Galida Tsuris Yavash, eldest daughter of the Ghana of Dasmud, and Rivain.
Alright, I'm gonna go check this area again then. There has to be some clue as to how to do, in what order to do this in. Hello. Hello.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Alright,
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win
I can save now. I'm actually going to reload and try and do things a little faster. So, until the bell rings. So, until next time, wish me luck on that. As always, I want to thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and take care.